lastly, we have hole number 9. This is a par 4. The drive here is fairly straightforward. If you use a Titan, or you play with full right spin. You're going to want to do an elevation adjustment, adding 10%. Great proof your shot, meaning keep your blue ring cutting the rough on the right side there, and add some curl to the right, because the ball will want to come off that slope and kick to the left. So if you add that right curl in, then it'll straighten you out, and your drive will find the fairway. The only danger here is if you go too far, so don't use too much topspin, or you'll roll through the fairway and into the rough, and that will make it incredibly difficult to reach the green with your second shot. So just don't use too much topspin, and other than that, this drive is fairly safe and fairly straightforward. Right spin, some topspin, right curl, and be sure to grate proof it, just so you don't, if you miss it great right, then you don't clip the rough on the right side. I did also have one opponent here. He had an Apocalypse level 7 and played with a snow globe. So I did want to just show this to show you that it was possible. The majority of expert players aren't going to have the equipment to be able to make this shot, but he just barely does. I mean, even with an Apocalypse level 7, he just barely gets out there. Of course, he did hook it, so it didn't have quite the distance that it normally would have if he'd hit it perfect or great. So for our second shot, we're going to be playing with a Guardian. There is the possibility to play off of the front left side there, but it doesn't offer a very consistent landing zone, so it's going to be tough to try and make an eagle. You should be able to make birdie fairly easily going that direction, but playing with a Guardian with full backspin, I think, gives us the best opportunity to make an eagle on this par 4. So my first effort here, I just gave it a glance, and just looking at it, I seem to remember this hole playing uphill, so I took 10% off of my adjustment when I was doing that, and it ends up being a pretty good shot, but it does roll just left. So it's either because the wind pushed it farther that way, or I shouldn't have done a 10% less adjustment because of the uphill. So for my second one, I was a little bit further and have an upgraded Guardian to versus this account. So I didn't do the minus 10%. It was a medium adjustment on with this club though instead. But this one, it didn't quite roll all the way back down to the hole. So I think we have to be sure to play it deep enough to get it up that hill on the back slope to where it'll create enough momentum coming back down that'll be sure to carry all the way back to the pin. So I think I should push forward just a little bit further here. Maybe have the yellow ring cutting the fringe there, and that should allow us to carry that momentum off of that back slope and at least get back to give us a chance. Because if you leave it short, then there's no chance for you even to go in, regardless of whether you've lined it up or hit it perfect or anything. You have to get it to go all the way back to the pin in order to make an eagle. So that's very important there.